Hey, what's going on about it? Yuki found for you, and we got some Yu-Gi-Oh news for you guys. Stuff that, came out when I was pretty much ready to go to bed. Yeah, like, I gotta get last sleep, guys. Anyway, a lot of things got revealed with the, new little Yugi starter deck. So you've got Deneb, Karibo, Multiply, Makyu, and we also have a new card called Electromagnetic Turtle, which is a light machine, level 4, 0 attack, 1800 defense. During your opponent's battle phase, you can banish a card in your graveyard in that battle phase. The effect of this can only be used once per duel. It pretty much opens up a lot of good plays for Lightborn decks because it gives them more protection from instead of just things like Necrogarden, which only protects from one attack. It's a good thing that this is a once per duel effect because this card would be way too powerful for decks like a Lightborn. So this is pretty freaking cool at that. Next up, we have Duelist Advent cards, which is the next pack after Primal Origins. So a lot of good things. They got like a little fusion here, which L Shadow Midrash. This is our spellcaster fusion effect. Level 5, 2200 attack, 800 defense. So we have a new archetype, which kind of looks like a Gusto monster, like sort of like a toy dark version of Gustos. This reminds me of that. And one shadow monster plus one dark monster. So maybe like they're kind of combining some like of the what is it? The dual terminal archetypes with something else, maybe? I don't know. Must be fusion summon that cannot be special by other ways, cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. While this card is in your monster card zone, neither player can special summon more than one monster per turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one shadow spell or trap card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Very, very nice card. Very, very powerful card. The fact that it can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects means things like Mirror Force and Trench Tribute as well as Bottomless are out of the question. You have to deprison or negate the summon with Solemn Warning, Black Horn of Heaven, or Compulse it, so there are ways around it. And the fact that if it's destroyed into the graveyard, which is a good counter to things like Solemn, basically you get to add a spell or trap card, a shadow spell or trap from the graveyard to the hand, so that is actually a pretty interesting card effect there. So it pretty much makes up the fact that, hey, you can still negate my summon, but I get something out of it in return as well. So that is a really damn good monster. Next up we have Ryukishin Saphira, which just looks like a Gishki combined with like a Constellar, I guess? I don't know. But it's level 6, 2500 attack, 2400 defense. Can be ritual summoned with Song of Blessing. You can only use effect once per turn. During the end phase of the turn, this card is ritual summoned. Also, during the end phase of the turn, a light monster is sent from your hand or deck to the graveyard. While this card was face up, you can activate one of the following effects. Draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. Discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand, or add 1 light monster from your graveyard to the hand. So this is a walking graceful charity, and in my opinion, this will go good in Perfect Herald, Happy Herald, because you are going to have light monsters going from the hand to grave to protect. The Herald. So you pretty much can get an instant graceful charity effect on the known day. So it's a really, really powerful card for that deck, and now I don't know what the requirements are for the ritual summon. It could just be their normal level up to level 6 or higher, or it could be specific like level 6 dragons or something like that. But normally that's not the case. So this is definitely, in my opinion, a card that's going to be played in Happy Herald. Next up, we have probably one of the most broken synchros we've had in quite some time. Reincarnation Dragon Samsara. It is a Dark Dragon Synchro, level 5, 100 attack, 2600 defense, 1 tuner plus 1 or more 9-tuner monsters. You can only use the effect of Reincarnation Dragon once per turn. If this card on the field is sent to the graveyard by opponent's card effect or by being destroyed by a battle, you can target 1 monster in either graveyard except for himself and special summon that monster. Yeah, I don't really see Monster Reborn coming back anytime soon because here's our Monster Reborn for Synchro-based decks. This is really good because a lot of decks can actually abuse this. Plant Synchro, Blackwings, zombies can actually do this if they play the Spirit Reaper. So there are quite a bit of decks that can actually abuse this card. And this is going to be a very, very good card for Synchro-based decks. So definitely expect seeing this maybe 2s. I don't think 3s, but at least 1 to 2. Because it's pretty much Monster Born on crack. Next up, we have a new archetype coming out. The Stella Night, I think is how I pronounce it, but they're sort of like Constellars. You see the artwork, they're pretty much like Constellars. So, it's the first time I'm reading these effects, so you're pretty much going to get my first reactions to these things. So, Light Warrior, 1200 attack, 1600 defense, level 4. You only use the effect of Stella Night Vega once per turn. When this card is summoned, you can special one Stella Night monster other than itself from your hand. So this opens up rank 4 Exceed play, so it's actually pretty nice. You do go -1 in the hand, but something tells me that that's not really going to matter with the Exceeds that you can possibly go into, as possibly what their Exceed is. Next up, we have Stella Night Deneb, which looks like Cost. It kind of looks like Cost a little bit. Level 4, 1500 attack, 1000 defenses. They're all warriors, so it looks like they're all going to be warriors, so roll as a card. You can only use the effect of Deneb once per turn. When this card is summoned, you can add 1 Stella Night monster except for itself from your deck to the hand. So good combination with the Vega, normal summon Vega, and then special summon Deneb, add a card, then Exceed. So pretty much this makes up for the -1 that Vega's going to bring to you. So pretty much you kind of don't go minus, you just kind of break even. Actually, I don't want to say go plus, but I think you kind of do because you do get a free Exceed out of it, so it's not too bad there. Then we have Stella Night Altair. That looks pretty freaking cool. You look like a ninja. 1700 attack, and we got no defense. Well, the defense is hidden. You can only use the effect once per turn. When this card is summoned, you can target 1 Stella Night monster in your graveyard except from himself. Special summon the monster in face-up defense position. If you activate this effect, monsters you control other than Stella Night monsters cannot attack for the rest of this turn. That is actually pretty interesting. So this opens up quite a bit of nice plays for a lot of rank 4 plays, such as going for for the OCG is the Shockmaster. There you go. Have fun with that. But this opens up a lot of fucking plays. So far the archetype is looking pretty nice and it's already looking pretty damn good. Next up we have Stella Night Deltaleos, I think is how I pronounce it. Art looks pretty freaking cool. I like it a lot. It looks like sort of like a combination of Constellars and Bujin. At least I'm getting that vibe there. I really am. 2500 attack, 2100 defense, 3 level 4 monsters. While this card has an Exceed material, when you normal or special summon a monsters, your opponent cannot activate cards. That's actually pretty interesting. Once per turn, you can attack 1 material from this card, then target 1 card on the field. Destroy that card. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special 1 Stella Night monster from your hand or deck. That is pretty busted in my opinion. Not really hard to bring out, and it's generic as well. So, this is a pretty damn good card for both generic rank 4 Exceed decks as well as its archetype, allowing you to pretty much protect your monsters while it's on the field. You can destroy cards, and it allows you to special monsters from the deck when it's destroyed. Now, the cool part is it says sent from field to grave, so if you do Stallman or Black Horn of Heaven, you won't get the effect. So, it does have its restrictions, but still a very, very good card. And yeah, this is already looking to be a very powerful archetype. And I wouldn't say it's the next meta, but looking like it. Now we have Amakakiru, Stella Night, or Stella Night Bridge. It's a quick play. You can activate 1 of this spell per turn, target 1 Stella Night monster you control, special 1 Stella Night monster with a different name from your deck, and if you do, shuffle that targeted monster into the deck. While that special monster stays up, you cannot special monsters except for Stella Night monsters. So it's sort of like an asceticism for the deck in a sense. So this does combo off of, what is it? Fire. Altar, or Vega. So if they get any, this opens up a lot of plays for the deck. So this is actually really, really nice spell card, and this is something that, yeah, this definitely be played, and this is something that's actually pretty good. Finally, we have Sacred Constellation Factor, which pretty damn good artwork. It's a counter trap. When an effect, monster effect, or a spell trap is activated, you can send one face-up Stella Night monster you control to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card, then draw one card. The archetype just came out, and they already have, in a sense, an Inferno Barrier, / Solemn Judgment, and all that stuff. That's already amazing. Of course, consequences, you have to have a Stella Night to activate, but it's really not that hard considering how easy it is to have these monsters on the field by their effects, and the fact that you get to negate the activation, destroy it, and draw a card really makes up for, not really makes up, but it really, really makes it a pretty nice card. So, this is definitely an archetype so far that is a force to be reckoned with. And we got some pictures of the anime, it looks like. So, this must be the love interest. I'm joking. But I get the pictures. I'm guessing that's the bad guy or the teacher, who knows. And this is the entire setting of the story, which I could care less about, called Miami City. Y'all are not very good, are you, Japan, in terms of originality? Anyway, I could care less about the setting because I don't really watch much of the animes anymore, like I used to. Maybe go back and forth on it, but the characters look pretty cool, He's got the spiky hair, so, why not? So, anyway, that was some of the new cards coming in the, what is it? I forgot the name of the pack already. Duelist Advent cards. So that is actually pretty cool. I'm liking some of these cards. I can't wait to see more of this archetype, the Shadow archetype, which definitely reminds me of like a Gusto type of archetype. It does remind me of Gusto's because the way the artwork actually looks on the card. But anyway, this is actually looking pretty cool. This set's going to probably be a pretty broken set, in my opinion, for what I've seen so far. But, only time will tell. Hopefully more news comes to this out soon, but we shouldn't get any more news on this until a little bit. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me your thoughts on this in the comment section below. I want to know what you guys think about some of these new cards. And as always, go like my Facebook page and please comment, rate, and subscribe. I haven't said that in quite some time. And I'll definitely see you guys in the next video.